deal, we're the real deal. Real deal Unmasked, we're the real deal. We're the real deal, we're the real deal. Real deal Unmasked, we're the real deal. We're the real deal, we're the real deal. Real deal Unmasked, we're the real deal.
Welcome to the Real Deal Unmasked.
Topic today is 6 signs my spouse is cheating.
That's good.
So, studies show that 23% of all men cheat. Now, on the flip side, it also shows that 19% of all women cheat. So, despite the way that people look at it, men and women cheat. So, if you're in a relationship and...
As you can see, men cheat more than women.
Yeah, but it's just a small percentage difference where the women from the men, 19 to 23%, that's not a big difference.
Where you got this stats from?
This was a study that I did online. This was done in a study conducted in 2018.
Wow.
So,
Interesting.
yes, it is. So, the reality of it is people cheat. But if you're in a relationship and you feel uncomfortable and you're questioning and you're trying to figure out what's going on, or you have some suspicions, then we're going to give you 5 principles or 5 ways that you can determine if your spouse is cheating. Okay, so our first point is the communication stops or is very limited. So what tends to happen when someone is cheating is they become detached. They step out of a relationship, they check out mentally. So really and truly, they try to avoid having conversations with you. So they do their best to avoid you and avoid simple conversations, checking in. The levels of communications that you normally have changes because they now suspect that you know what's going on with them. So they're doing their best not to communicate with you.
Yeah, you're doing your very best. In the event you end up saying something, I believe, that will...
incriminate yourself.
Yes. So I think the way how human is made up, just not talk, and we would have experienced, stop communicating, and we would have been through our time.
Right.
And so we can speak on it.
Right.
This happens. So if you find your spouse not talking as much as he or she normally speaks, you know that something is wrong.
Yes.
So definitely the communication slows down, and in some cases it completely stops. So the second point is you will notice that your partner's habit changes.
Oh, so what? They're getting up extra early, they're putting on more cologne or perfume. They tend to stay out longer hours, they're working much longer, and you don't see the overtime money coming in.
Oh, that's
they're
a good
putting
one.
in some extra
Goodness.
long hours. They're leaving out extremely early, and they're coming back home smelling even sweeter than they left.
Wow, that's really...
Yes.
Wow. Or you notice that before your partner never was really interested in matching underwears or something, or all of a sudden that he does not want to use I'm not promoting any brand, but he's now, or she is now are investing into the underclothes, and it's just unusual. The habits has changed.
Right, you'll notice.
Yeah, before it never was a big deal. Or,
Right.
All of a sudden that she has to lotion up extra slow and, catch all the... That's really good, honey. But they're putting on the cologne and, wow, leaving out sweeter than they... Keep coming back home sweeter than they left out. That's interesting. Yeah. So that's just some of the habits.
They're coming home smelling extra fresh. They bathe where they work. Hey, you just bathe before you come home from work? Hey, where you bathe? You got to shower to work, so you have to be extremely careful with that.
Habits change. So
our third point
is the complaining stops, guys.
Complaining stops?
Yeah.
So
if your spouse stop coming to you complaining about certain things that he or she doesn't like,
that's a definite sign.
That's a definite sign.
Because that means they definitely speaking to somebody else, or they sharing it with somebody else, or they've just got to the point where they don't feel like it makes a difference even having that conversation anymore.
Yeah, and growing apart.
Yeah, so that you've already got to, they have in their mind that you guys are to the point where it doesn't make sense me even having that conversation with them because, I already tapped out.
Yeah, that's scary. That is definitely a sign.
Yeah.
It's fair to stop complaining and stop asking you to do something and stop just stop everything.
Everything
it's
just
totally you're growing up. It's growing apart. So
Yes.
that's something that you have to be careful of. And and our next point is this one everybody should know. When they start hiding their cell phone.
Hiding that cell phone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hiding
definitely.
the cell phone, you can't
If you
even
can't
see the
leave
cell
it-
phone.
Right, and or if you miss and touch that cell phone and they jump like they ready to kill you, they jump and flipping all over the front room
Yeah.
couch like they're Spider-Man. Listen, you definitely need to check out what's going on, because that means that
Something to hide.
something is to hide. And if you know their phone wasn't locked before, you don't know, and you knew their lock password,
and you tried
and
to
all of a
go
sudden
in,
now
you
you
can't
don't
get
know,
in.
and they don't allow you. We realize that your cell phone is your personal property, but you're married. I mean, there still should be a level of open and honesty, and you should be comfortable sharing information. So if they're just hiding that phone, or the minute you touch that phone, hey, give me this phone.
Carrying on really
Listen,
bad
that's a
or-
red flag. So you need to pay attention to that sign.
Yeah, and not even that, just being in bed and you're turning one way and you on your phone.
That's true. On social media.
Or if you are not in the room and you come in the room and all of a sudden,
they jump
that's
in.
a sign.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
so-
our next point is if your spouse is avoiding you. Now, if one of the signs if someone is cheating is that they don't want to be around you. The only interactions that you and them have is if they have to have an interaction with you. If you guys have to meet to pick up the kids, or because you're taking the kids out or going out, or someone's birthday or anniversary, not yours, but somebody else's, a family member, and that's the only time when you and your spouse can get together, that's definitely a sign that your spouse is cheating.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. No updating or anything?
Wow.
Just totally going along with the motions?
Now, last point is doesn't want sex.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Wow.
So, barring they have some sort of medical condition, if your spouse is not asking for sex, you guys had a healthy sex life, and all of a sudden they don't want to touch you, they don't even try to make any sexual advances, that's definitely a sign. If you guys haven't had sex in months, if you haven't had sex in weeks, and it's a male, listen, men have to have sex. So if he's not asking for sex, he's not getting it from you, he's getting it from somewhere else. So unless there's some medical condition or something else that's going on, definitely that's one of the signs that your spouse is cheating.
I cannot even imagine. I cannot even imagine. I know there was a time when we went through something, and you know, because of the way how I fussed and carry on, you just
Pull back.
And I think I that was devastated, and I really wanted to figure out, okay, how come all of a sudden you don't want sex? And then, you know, of course you were out there looking elsewhere. So I definitely agree with you. If your spouse is not having sex with you, we can truly say that is one of the biggest signs that he or she is probably having sex with somebody else.
Right.
It is not normal for a man to go so long without sex.
Or women, because some women have healthy
Some women,
sex.
yeah, you get more men have more of a healthy
That's true.
sex drive.
That's true, but you do have some women too. So if your spouse isn't interested at all,
if there's no way in the world that there's no interest, not feeling, there's no sort of
Nothing at all.
advance, it's definitely something is wrong.
So that's time. At that point, then you definitely need to these signs.
Wow.
Get help. Seek help.
Don't wait until it
gets
gets to
this
these
far.
points. We're saying, guys, don't wait until your relationship hit these points. So,
And even if it's at this point, it could be salvaged. So you still can seek help and get help, and there are people that can help you. You can get counseling, and people could guide you through this process to help you get over the situation, get to the bottom of why they cheated or are cheating, or if they are actually cheating, because these are just signs that you would need to look out for.
So like my husband said, if it is a medical condition, you should feel comfortable enough to have that conversation. I know it can be embarrassing
Right.
for you, but you should be at a point in your relationship where you can communicate about anything.
Right.
And if you cannot, it goes back to our first point. you have to have healthy communication.
Right.
Everybody goes through situations, and with healthy communication, you can seek help. You can figure out exactly what's causing the problem. And so we want to encourage you to listen out for the signs. We want to encourage you to take heed of the signs. We want to encourage you to seek help before it is too late. So we're here from the Real Deal Unmasked. For those who do not know, we are professional marriage and family counselors. We're here to assist you to navigate your way to a healthy, fulfilling marriage.
So thank you so much for watching our videos.
We're so grateful to each and every one of you.
Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button.
And don't forget to share our videos with family and friends.
If you have any questions, you can reach us at therealdealunmasked@gmail.com.
Please don't forget to subscribe.
And please, if you have any questions on topics that you want us to discuss, reach out to us. Please make a comment right below.
Thank you so much for watching.
God bless.
Bye-bye. Absolutely. And like you said, oh God. God, this thing's flying.
Whose idea was it to come out in the woods?
It's my idea. Okay, so
But you scared of everything.
definitely, guys, it's very important.
What the hell is that?
What's up, bro?
Get me live. The jungle.
Okay, guys, it's really getting really crazy out here. And don't forget to share our videos with families and friends.
And please, if you have any questions, you can reach us at therealdealunmasked@gmail.com. Or hop on the motorbike with that fella and get her and cheers. Throw it up, dog.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.